Since it's the right time of year and I had about 2 weeks off from work, I figured I'd talk a little about my favorite PlayStation game of all time.
R4.
I'll try to keep this short since I'm writing this on the 29th and it's only relevant for about 2 more days. So I had this game on PS1 as a kid. I was 4 years old in 2002 trying to play this and I just didn't understand it at all. I was playing Gran Turismo 2 and that made enough sense to me, but I was going at this without a manual and never figured out that you had to drift to take those hard corners. Once the family got the PS2, I didn't really look at this game again, and that was that. Fast forward to 2019, it's the middle of exam season, and instead of studying or sleeping, I'm staying up late watching Initial D. Now I just thought this was the coolest thing ever. You'll have to imagine it, since I don't want to get busted for copyright for clipping episodes, but downhill drift racing is probably the coolest thing we've ever invented. That's why, during exam season and afterward, when I was visiting my friends in Hamilton, I got really into playing Gran Turismo 2. It wasn't until November of 2020 that I actually picked up Ridge Racer Type 4 again, or R4, and boy was I blown away. First of all, the drift controls. You hold X to go, and if you want to drift, you gotta release X, hold circle, and choose your direction. Once you're pointing the right way, you release circle and hold X again. Or for other cars, you don't hold circle at all. You just release X, you start steering, and then you hold X once you want to get out of it. It sounds very simple, but the whole process is this mechanical kind of motion that varies per car that just feels so good when it works. It feels really good to me. A single run of the game is about an hour long, so I did put it down again after a while. I'd play it maybe once a year, and then in 2023 I was unemployed for a stretch of time. I was trying to keep busy then, so step one of that was to stop screwing around and finally get my driver's license. There was one specific PlayStation game I was playing then that really helped me finally get over my anxiety of getting behind the wheel. That's right, you guessed it, Parappa the Rapper.
Alright, we're here, just sitting in the car. I want you to show me if you can get far.
This game kicked my ass. The actual scoring in this game is completely off from what you'd expect from any other rhythm game, but I'm getting off topic.
You don't gotta do it again. What?
Once I actually called up a driving instructor and got into the routine, I did pick up R4 again. Even though it was like the total opposite of what I was doing on the real road, it did help me relax. And that's because of the music. Probably one of the greatest video game soundtracks, full stop. The musicians for this game were absolutely having the time of their lives. The aesthetic. I use the scanline filter on my emulator, by the way, because the game is designed to be viewed on CRTs. Check out those brake lights, it's cool as hell. And believe it or not, the story. I mentioned a run of this game takes about an hour, so the story really can't be that detailed. Before and after each race, you get this little talk with your manager. For the Pack Racing Club, which is the one I picked, the manager gradually opens up to you about a former racing partner of his that got into a fatal crash, and his regret that he never stopped him. I think it's really impressive how much they pack in so little dialogue. Kind of like what I'm doing now, hopefully. As for the final race of the game, it takes place on December 31st, 1999 at 11:45 p.m. And as you cross the finish line,
Whoa, check this out! The Pack Racing team wins! You guys really came out of nowhere. Sorry, but we never.
did I mention this game came out like a month before I was born? So yeah, this is like the greatest shit ever to me. I could go on a lot about this game, but I'll keep it short because it's easier to edit. Thanks for watching. Bye.